What up, guys? My name is Peter. Hello, guys. Back again. My name is Peter. I'm a software developer, currently living and working in Thailand, actually. I have a company, actually, that I'm working for. And I say that I'm going to be using this platform, my YouTube platform, actually, to inspire people who are trying to get into this field of software development, especially junior developers, because I was once a junior developer. Okay. And I can tell you it's a lot of work that you need to do as a person, you know. And I will actually try as much as possible to give you the best advice I can, because I mean I can see how things are done because I'm working on different projects, and I can try and help you out actually, so that you can be relevant in the current world of tech, you know. And one of the thing I'm going to tell you is that for me, I never went to the uni. I'm a self-taught software developer with right now 4 years of experience since I started, actually. And I can tell you it's very possible, actually. I come from Kenya, actually. I'm a Kenyan. I don't live in Thailand. I got this job, and I applied for it, and I got it. But now I felt that it's very important, actually, for me to be focusing on young software developers who are upcoming, actually, you know. And one thing that I'm going to tell you, in this world of software development, actually the most important thing that you need to do as a young software developer is try as much as possible not to rush. Take your time, okay? Take your time. Wait just a minute. Anyway, take your time. Learn as much as you can, you know. It depends on what you're focusing on. You know, the world of tech is so huge, it's so diverse, it's vast. Okay, so the only thing I can advise you as a young software developer is to get a mentor who really can guide you through this process, okay, of learning new skill as far as tech is concerned, because tech is wide, you know. And if you're not really careful, you might end up actually doing so many things that may never end up helping you at all. I tell you the truth, as a junior developer, you might end up messing up, learning so many things that might eventually not help you out, you know. So when you have someone who can guide you and show you the way, I can tell you that's a big plus. And this is a big problem for young software developers, because at the end of the day, you're learning these skills through the internet, through the courses that you're taking, and you may not have a person to guide you correctly on what you need to do. You know, the courses that you watch and the courses that you see are designed to teach you, actually, but you don't get people who advise you and tell you, oh, this is the right way to go, or this is the thing that you need to take, this is the path that you need to take. You don't have that, okay? And that's why I'm talking about networking. Networking is very, very important as a software developer, especially if you're coming up and you're young, okay, and you're trying to learn a lot of things. Right now we have online platforms where you can meet software developers from all over the world, okay? Try to learn what they are doing, trying to understand in what category of tech that they are in, you know, and just talk to them, you know. That's one of the most important things, but don't rush, okay? Now, the next thing actually you need to do is to build up your portfolio, okay? Actually, before you build up your portfolio, you need to have a skill. Get online. For me, actually, I went through Amigos Code. I went online. I was doing my own research before I went into software development. I came across Amigos Code, such a beautiful and amazing teacher who taught me actually from the basics of coding. I did not have a skill. Okay, this was before AI, ChatGPT, Cloud AI, and all these Copilot platforms came in. I was really struggling to understand the fundamental of these languages. But when I came across Amigos Code, he broke down complex structures into ways a person, even a young person, can understand, and that is the skill I have right now. Even because I do teach, I teach software development. If you go through my videos, you will see some of the videos that I'm teaching actually, and I also do an online one-on-one teaching with students who are learning actually how to build up how to become better software developers. And one thing I'm taught is to break complex structure of information into ways people can understand. You understand? Into ways even a 12-year-old or layman person can understand. Okay, so it's very, very important actually to get a skill. Get to this platform, contact me if you really need some help, and I'm gonna guide you through on how to do that. So number one, build a nice portfolio. So once you have your nice portfolio, build some projects, personal project, create your own personal projects, create a GitHub account, put your projects in there, and don't just build simple projects. Try to build some complex projects, that can help you actually convince consultants out there that you're worth being part of a company, and put it there. And also participate in online coding actually, participate in that, because GitHub, they have projects where you can go in and just learn how people code, and you can work with a project actually over there, So the next thing that I also would want to tell you is learn the fundamental of a language. Learning the fundamental of a language is very important, Learning the basics, understand how algorithms work, data structure, object-oriented programming. Just learn all these basics and be very good when it comes to these basics, Because at the end of the day, when you're doing these interviews, these are some of the questions that they ask you. I'm telling you the truth. I went through it. They asked me some few questions at that time, both fundamental. And that's one thing Amigos Code really teaches, Learn how to understand the fundamental, because employers really value foundation, okay, over a lot of information. If you have foundation, that means that you understand what you're doing. Even when learning English, you need to start with fundamental skills, And also the most important thing again is gain practical experience through freelancing, or try to get internship. If you are able to do that, you can go online, check some freelance activities that you can do. That's why I told you, don't be in a rush. Take your time actually to learn how to do this, okay? And also, next thing actually you can do is develop soft skill. I just wrote some notes here, so I'm just going through some notes, which I'm telling you something that you need to do. Develop some soft skill. People out here, young software developers, you need to improve your English skills. If you need to learn, if you need to get an opportunity as a software developer in these companies, learn how to communicate fluently, eloquently in English, so that you can be able to get these jobs. Some people want to apply jobs, but don't forget that you're working with multinational corporates here. People speak English there, and they actually use some very tech complex words, and you need to understand them. And if you can really actually contemplate what these people are saying, your communication skill is gone. And I remember this was one of the problem I had when I attended my first interview. Being able to express myself in English, and I said this in the previous video, is because I did not have confidence at that time. Yet I knew very well I can express myself correctly. But I'm telling you the truth. Be able to learn how to express yourself clearly when it comes to English. It's a very very important skill that you can learn. You understand? So, and then also prepare for technical interviews. Start practicing coding problems on platforms. We have so many platforms online. One that I used to use is HackerRank, to help you actually in problem solving. Try to prepare your interview using prepare for your interview, and learn how to solve fundamental programming problems, and then talk to people who have been into that space. I can actually guide you and show you how actually you can be able to prepare yourself for an interview. Okay, just holler at me, man, and I will try to help you out. My WhatsApp number is somewhere down there, or you can reach me on Instagram, and let's see how we can help each other. I tell you the truth, because at the end of the day, I just want to help you out. Also, tailor make your resume, build up a nice resume, attractive resume, especially if you know that you're applying a project, for a job at a specific company, and you know exactly what they're doing. Tailor make your resume to match what those people are looking for. Just don't send a random resume and hope it's gonna work. Take your time, customize your resume, create a nice resume, put it out there, and I'm telling you for sure you will have a very nice project to show at the end of the day. Make sure you do your best. As I said, I'm gonna be here. If you drop a comment, I will always try to respond to all comments actually, and just talk. Let's build up a conversation around job employment as far as software development is concerned. Anyway, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, man, go ahead and subscribe. Peace out, man.